All right, welcome back to Special Triangles Part 2. This is the sine. In my first example here, we're going to get an exact value for the sine of 315 degrees. So let's see if we can draw it on the grid here. So let's see, we'd rotate it this way. That'd be 90, then 180, 270. So it looks like roughly down here. There's my 315 degrees. Okay, so now let's see if we can determine what this reference angle is. So it's the difference between 360 and 315. So I think we're looking at 45 degrees. So I'm looking at this little triangle and I'm thinking, hey, that's a special triangle. Okay, that is one of the special triangles. In fact, it's the isosceles special triangle. And the special triangle had 1, 1, and root 2. There was the right angle. And down here we had 45 degrees. So I can look at this and say, I know what the sine of this 45 degrees reference angle is. It's 1 over root 2. So, yep, so that's my answer. I just got to check if it's gone negative on me. And I'm going to do it the speedy way. I'm just going to use the cast rule. And I can see in that quadrant, the only thing that's positive is cosine. So this better be negative. And there it is. There is my answer. So that's all there is to that. I'm going to do one more example here, a slightly different question. It's going to say, we want to figure out what theta is given the following information. Cos theta is equal to negative root 3 over 2. And we want, of course, theta to fall between 0 degrees and 360 degrees. So I look at this and I see the numbers root 3 and 2, and I immediately think of a special triangle. There's a certain special triangle. Whoops. See if we can do a neater job on that. Let's see here. There's a certain special triangle that uses a 2 and a root 3. And that's this one. It's got 60 degrees down here and 30 degrees up there. So the question is, what would my reference angle have to be to make the cosine a root 3 over 2? And notice I'm not really focused on the negative right now. I just want to know my reference angle. I'm thinking it's this 30 degrees here, because that would give me a cosine of root 3 over 2. So that's the first thing you want to do, is determine your reference angle. In this case, it's 30 degrees. Now I'm going to go and build it in the desired quadrants. So what I got to be thinking is, if this is a negative cosine, then I want to be in this quadrant and this quadrant. Okay, and I want to build a reference angle of 30 degrees. So let's see if we can do that. There's my 130 degree reference angle. And I'm going to build another 30 degree reference angle down in this quadrant. Okay, so there's the quadrants I would be in such that cosine is negative. All I got to do is name these properly. In other words, starting from over here and swinging through the positive direction. So that would give me, my first answer would be 150 degrees, because it's just supplementary to the 30 degree reference angle in this quadrant. The next one's going to go to 180, and then I'm going to add 30 more. So that's going to be 210. And there they are. There are my two answers that would make this trig equation work. And that is the end of this lesson as well. So I'm going to stop there, nice and short little lesson, and leave you to work on your homework.